We need drastic action. Are Biden and the Democrats up to taking on the biggest challenges of this generation? Check it out. Leave a comment, ding the bell, share it with your friends, and subscribe to our channel.
I think that we need to begin by simply acknowledging the reality, the sad, simple reality of what's going on in America right now. As I was, coming upstairs here to do the show on MSNBC, they were profiling a food bank in New York City. Last night on CNN, they were profiling a food bank or a food distribution center in, I believe it was Dallas. It was in one of the Texas cities, and the line was like a half a mile long. Millions of Americans right now are hungry. 1 in 5 children in the United States has what's called food insecurity. In other words, they literally don't know where their next meals are going to come from. 1 in 5. Tens of millions of Americans are hungry right now. I mean, the Trump depression has thrown tens of millions of Americans out of work. 40 years of Reaganomics have gutted the wages of the people who still have jobs. But Mitch McConnell and his Senate Republicans, they don't give a damn. And they plan to block any kind of legislation that might fix this problem, because they only exist to serve their billionaire masters, their donors. Almost 20 million Americans are going to lose their unemployment benefits the week after Christmas. But Mitch McConnell and his Senate Republicans don't give a damn, because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Over 12 million Americans now have COVID. And millions of them are going to suffer long-term consequences: strokes, dementia, heart disease, devastating chronic fatigue. One of the largest hospitals in New York just set up a whole unit just to deal with people who never were hospitalized, had, quote, mild cases, and now they can't get out of bed in the morning. It looks like what's going on is that the COVID virus flips on the immune system so hard and so fast that the immune system just never turns off. Well, when the immune system never turns off and starts attacking the body, depending on what part of the body it's attacking, you have a bunch of diseases that we already know about. Lou Gehrig's disease, ALS, multiple sclerosis, muscular dystrophy. What's the disease that is more common in women? Lupus. I mean, these are all conditions where the body, the best guess is that most forms of arthritis are autoimmune disorders. There's a reason, the plaque psoriasis, there's a reason that there's this whole family of drugs that are advertised on television every day that when you read the fine print, or, when you listen to them, don't take if you blah, 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 if you may be around fungal infections, or if you've been exposed to tuberculosis, well, those are all immune suppressants. And it looks like, and they're to deal with diseases where the immune system has attacked the body, and it's causing all these conditions. Well, now we've got a whole brand new one. And apparently it's going to affect millions of Americans. In fact, apparently it already is, the so-called COVID long haulers. So here we have, 12, 13 million Americans with COVID. And we don't know if it's going to be 1 million or 3 million or 5 million of them, but many of them are going to have long-term ramifications that in many cases are going to destroy the quality of their life. And we don't know if it lasts months or years, or how many years it's going to shave off their lives. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn about any of it, because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Millions of young people have their futures held hostage. They can't buy houses. They can't go out and start a business like many young people used to. I started my first business when I was 17 years old. It ultimately failed when I was 19, but I learned from that and started another one when I was 20, and that one did pretty good. I mean, that's how you learn your lessons, right? Young people can't do that anymore because they've got student debt. And then on top of that, you've got, the Trump Great Depression. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't intend to do anything about the student debt crisis. They were happy to give $1.5 trillion right off the top to the top 1% of Americans back in 2017. At the same time that literally the entire student loan debt of the United States right now is $1.5 trillion. And they said, oh, no, we can't do that. We got to worry about the deficit. We'll give $1.5 trillion to the billionaires. Jeff Bezos can get the money, no problem. We'll give it to Bill Gates. We'll give it to Charles Koch. Now, yeah, easy. But students with student debt, oh no, you can't run up our budget deficit like that. Mitch McConnell and the Republicans in the Senate don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. All of America is right now facing a climate crisis, from wildfires to derecos to hurricanes to droughts to floods. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans, they don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. America's CEO and fat cats continue to outsource jobs to other countries, devastating the American working class. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Insurance companies are aggressively promoting these privatized so-called Medicare Advantage programs that leave seniors high and dry when they get seriously ill. But Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. The pharmaceutical industry is ripping off America. We literally pay more than twice as much as any other country in the world, and for some drugs we pay over 100 times more than other countries in the world. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Mining and drilling companies are drilling and ripping up our public lands, our wild areas, sacred Native American sites, land that was set in trust hundreds of years ago in some cases by presidents with foresight like Teddy Roosevelt. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Trump tore thousands of refugee families apart, and 666 little children are facing Christmas knowing that they probably will never see their parents again. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Millions in red states are going to miss early treatable cancer, diabetes, and other diagnoses because their states refuse to expand Medicaid. But Mitch McConnell and the Senate Republicans don't give a damn because they only exist to serve their billionaire donors. While China and Europe are building world-class high-speed rail infrastructure, new hospitals, new schools, and state-of-the-art research facilities, America continues to crumble, as we have since Reagan stopped taxing and paying for these things in 1980, because Mitch McConnell and Senate Republicans only exist to serve their billionaire donors. Whether it's mass shootings from assault weapons, the Supreme Court gutting our rights, America has gone from being the land of the free to the land where you're only free if you're rich. We need courageous